His is a unique situation because of his stature, his ability to play when he was on the field healthy, but also the options that he has outside of the playing field. So we've seen some early retirements. For example, John Urschel, he left the NFL to get a PhD in math from MIT.
Right.
He had another option. He didn't want concussions to affect his mental abilities. Andrew Luck, though, he missed all of 2 seasons ago. He missed all of half a season 2 years before that. But this guy was a valedictorian of his high school class, got an engineering degree from Stanford, was an academic All-American. So he was a very smart individual. And his father is the commissioner of the XFL, has been a football executive for many years after being a player. So he saw his dad have an NFL career and then a post-football career in administration. Probably thought, look, I've had surgeries on both my shoulders. I had a lacerated kidney. I've got one of these Kevin Durant kind of situations on my feet. I've been in pain for 4 years.
What was the most recent catalyst? Because the interesting thing about this as well is the timing.
The ankle and the feet were what was happening the last few weeks, and that was after a couple years ago stories were about, oh, he's finally getting back on the field. He's throwing a Nerf football. He couldn't throw any kind of ball for a while. So that's a very tough uphill battle to face when you're about to have a kid and you think about the future of the rest of your life for the next 6 years.
So the NFL season starts for real next Thursday, I believe.
Just a few days.
So in just a couple of days. Now, I don't know that much about the Colts and their draft strategy, but now they're going to have the backup quarterback. So they were
a contender. A lot of people thought these guys could win the conference. They could be a Super Bowl contender. With a healthy Andrew Luck, they're one of the best teams in the league. He's one of the 5 best players in the NFL when healthy.
Right, so when healthy. But my point is, if he had walked away before the draft, then the
Maybe they draft a quarterback.
would have had the opportunity to kind of, and there's been some criticism. I was just reading tweets, for example, from this guy, Steve Bauerlein, today, who said, you know, I can't defend or justify this.
NFL quarterback.
There's no scenario where retirement is defensible. To do this to teammates, organization, fans, and the NFL 2 weeks before the season is just not right. You also mentioned earlier that this might not be the end of Andrew Luck's career for sure, right? Like, he could still maybe have the option of coming back and playing.
The Colts basically said, look, we could recoup $25 million from you in bonuses that you didn't actually perform. We're going to let you keep it. The owner even said this is a unique situation. Maybe he'll feel healthy. Maybe he'll want to come back. So I think they're playing the long game here, the goodwill game. We'll let you keep the money that you technically owe us.
Right.
Get better. Maybe in a year, you'll feel 100%. You'll feel healthy. You got rehab without the pressure of week by week people forcing you to get back.
So he has the ability to be a trailblazer. Right? The biggest question is whether others will now follow. And maybe they were the guys who were more desperate or hungry to start with, but they say to their advisors or somebody, hey, after 5 years, I want out.
I've saved enough money. I don't want to do this. But that's why a lot of teams and owners, they don't like players with options. Because if you've got options and something happens, maybe you don't want to keep taking the pounding anymore.